up, statue dudes? We are here to celebrate 1 year of Marvel Statues Sunday Funday Live.
So as you know, if you've been following us over the past week or so, we're playing a virtual concert tomorrow, Sunday, July 5th. This is episode 52 of our Sunday Funday Live series, and that means it's been a full year of these live streams. And so we wanted to do something special for this episode. So we're playing a whole virtual concert. We have about like a 30-40 minute set, and we've been getting ready for it, and we're super excited. If you're watching this after July 5th, you can check out the replay of the show right here on our YouTube channel. So we want to talk about what we've learned in getting ready for this virtual concert.
So before we get into it, if you like the video, remember to chisel that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
We post a new YouTube video every Saturday.
A lot of you guys gave us some more suggestions of what we could get Dead Fred for some more cowboy swag after we got him, you know, this and the Spurs. So we want to use you guys' ideas. We want to include you guys. So when we get to 200 subscribers on the YouTube channel, we're going to get Dead Fred Moss cowboy swag. The first thing we did to, you know, kind of get ready for the show was we have a lot of songs. Like, I can't believe we have, it must be like 15 to 20 songs. But we had to figure out which songs we could, you know, get ready in time for the show, which songs people actually wanted to hear.
We got some requests.
And we
made sure to incorporate those. But yeah, the first thing that we had to do was just come up with a set list.
Right. We got to narrow down to like 11 songs.
Yeah. Number two thing that we needed to do at the beginning of this week as we started getting ready, we've had some technical difficulties during our live streams.
Yeah.
And we wanted to figure out a way to avoid that for this especially. The way we went about it is going to actually help all of our live streams going forward. We got a brand new program. It's called Main Stage, and it's specifically intended for live performance.
Right.
If you are a musician and you're looking for something to help you do live performances with, and you're using a Mac and you like Logic, we highly recommend Main Stage because it is perfect for this type of thing. Yeah, because
before we would, if we needed a different mix between all the instruments, we would have to
like open up
we have to open up another file. Yeah. Whereas this thing lets you set up a concert, so it lets you set up several different mixes,
and it works as a mixer. You can add effects to everything.
I can't speak highly enough for this program. I think it's really good. Number 3 on the list would be we went back and kind of relearned all of the songs. Yeah. Because some of them had been like since we first wrote it, since we played it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, we relearned them and we practiced them, and then to kind of tie this one back to the last item, we set up different mixes. Because, like I said, our sound has evolved a lot throughout the last year, and we've had very different instrumentation from one song to the next. So that requires us to have different levels for everything.
Yeah. Once we went through and learned everything, we wanted the order of the songs to kind of represent the evolution of our sound over time, but it also needed to be in an order that made logistical sense for us to be able to change our effects and our instrumentation and everything. So that was the next thing that we had to do. Just figure out what order the songs go in.
They're not in the order that we wrote them necessarily, but they do they do show how we went from, like, The Perfect Ending was the very first single we ever released, up to Scorched Earth. You know what I mean? It kind of tracks the, like we keep saying, the evolution of our sound.
Yeah.
We wanted to add a little bit of a visual element to make it a little bit different than our regular live streams. Obviously we have the lights and stuff, and we're gonna do, you know, some stuff with the lighting. But we thought it'd be cool to have the Dead King make an appearance from our last music video, Scorched Earth. So we set him up, he's there, he's part of the thing. Because normally, you know, it's just us and the instruments, and I thought it would be good to add a little bit of something. And we're We haven't done it yet, but we're gonna try the fog machine and see if that works.
Another thing that we needed to do to get ready was we wanted to, because usually when after the stream we leave up the replay on Facebook and Instagram, so that you guys can come back to it. But the replay is always like very grainy and low quality because it's a live stream. So we're gonna set up a camera and actually record the audio in stereo as well.
Yeah.
So that we can repost a high quality version of it on YouTube after the show. So that was we had to get, that was like the very last thing. Testing that out, making sure everything was going to work the way we wanted it to.
We wanted to talk about some of the like life lessons. Maybe not life lessons, but like
it forced us to adapt.
Right.
It forced us to grow, not only like with our technical skills, but just as musicians in general.
Right.
So we want to talk a little bit about some of the things that we learned. So if you guys, if there's any musicians out there watching, maybe you guys can take away something from our experience, or if you're not, maybe hopefully you'll just be entertained by learning a little bit about what we learned. One thing that I learned, if you've ever seen my setup, I have a lot of pedals. But one thing I learned is that I can simplify my whole setup. I think all my pedals actually fit on my pedal board now.
Yeah.
So one thing I learned was just not dumb it down, but like keep it simple. Our whole thing has kind of been in the past, like we don't want to use a computer. But one of the things that we're learning is the benefit of actually using a computer, because it allows you to do things that you kind of just can't do without a computer.
Yeah, we're learning to embrace the laptop.
Yeah.
For the most part, all of these songs, the sounds are all being generated by the hardware.
Yeah.
The computer is just a mixer.
Yeah.
For the most part. But along that same line, you kind of talked about it at the beginning, but we've learned how to just have less hiccups during the live streams.
Yeah.
Like using main stage. Literally just using main stage is going to help us out like a lot, because like we were talking about, it's just a more reliable program because it's meant to be used live.
So another thing is we learned a little bit about how to rehearse.
Which I was gonna say, because there was like a year before we started Marble Statues where all we did was just go into the practice room and rehearse. So like this past week I've kind of been getting that vibe again. I'm just like, let's just sit down and like bang it out, you know what I mean? Like, let's just get this.
Me too, dude. It's reminding me a lot of then. Yeah. Back then. I've been watching a lot of videos of like famous musicians, rock stars, and people like that. And there's a value in just rehearsing as much as you can, because live performance is a ton of variables, and there's always something that can end up being different. It's not a machine process. There's always something, like you're supposed to play a downstroke, but you end up somehow in a position where the only thing that you could do would be an upstroke instead to hit the string. If you rehearse enough, you have that instinct in your head to be able to just do it. You know what I mean?
Because likely that situation has happened before, and then you had to figure out what to do.
Right. So rehearsing as much as possible so that like every scenario that could play out has played out for you, and you know how to react to it.
Yeah.
And that to me is like super exciting, because I want to get really good at playing live, because playing music in the moment, there's nothing like it. It's just a total like bliss that comes with it, being in the moment, and especially when you can play for other people. We're super excited to play this show for you guys. We'll see you tomorrow, and if you're watching this afterwards, go check out the replay of the show right here on our YouTube channel. We'll post a link in the description.
So that's pretty much it. That's like all the stuff we learned and all the stuff we did to prepare for this virtual concert. For 1 year of Marble Statues, Sunday Fun Day Live. So if you liked the video, chisel that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
We're uploading a new YouTube video every Saturday.
And when we get to 200 subscribers, we're gonna get Dead Fred even Moss Cowboy swag. Thanks for watching, guys.
Peace out. Say bye, honey.
Bye-bye.